Pilgrimage is a spiritual and human practice that many of you have heard of and even taken part in yourselves. But have you ever been on a pilgrimage to the Isle of Iona in Scotland? Pilgrimage is a way of pursuing the individual's journey to wholeness. Whether you come from a religious background and view this through the lens of Christianity, of an outer experience leading to God, or whether you view it as personal growth and exploration. Pilgrimage is walking the spiral pathway to the center of oneself, to find the God within. And Iona is one of the best places to do that. Many of you may know people who have been to Iona. More than 130,000 people each year are reported to visit this island, which is 1.5 by 3 miles in size. It is very tiny, but it is truly a magical place. It's a place where you can experience Kairos time. When I traveled there in spring of 2023, I found myself having thoughts like, is that hike we are going on yesterday, tomorrow, or did we do that already? That sentence probably made zero sense, but I actually had those thoughts and would stop and just marvel at the experience of being suspended in God's time. It's kind of like, for those of you who have done Cursillo or other spiritual renewal retreats, where they take your watch away and you just sink into the moment and wait for the next experience. Wait for your steps to be led by God. When you get to Iona, there are many places you can go. I mentioned the small size of the island, and yet it seems vast. There are numerous beaches on the west, and the north, and the south. You can hike across the island, and hiking to a spot I'll tell you about in the next segment a little bit is like hiking through the 23rd Psalm. The experience with the sheep and the green pastures and the waters is mind-blowing. I tend to think of scripture metaphorically and picture the 23rd Psalm, for example, but when I crossed into that place on Iona, I couldn't believe the reality of it. That moment, like in the Eucharist, where past, present, and future are all together, crystallized in one place, one moment in time. That was what it was like heading through the meadows to St. Columba's Bay for me. And I hope that you'll have the chance to explore this place, which is the home, reported to be the home of Celtic Christianity. It's a place that supported and honors the great monastic traditions of our faith that last even until today, even in the Episcopal Church, but were greatly reduced by King Henry VIII, the dissolution of the monasteries. This is a chance to go back in time and visit the community of Iona that is still active today in the medieval abbey that sits on the island, on the east shore of the island. It can be seen from a distance as you sail over the ferry into this magical land.